What's up, everyone? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, the Hot Commodity, and C, joined by my own personal hot commodity.
That's me.
He's here too in the bathroom, still not hiding in the closet, but hiding in the bathroom as we record here. We're going to get this all fixed sooner rather than later. But of course, technology is bad because we are covering the Attitude Years Season 4. This is the first episode. We're covering WWF Raw Is War from January 1st, 2001, live in Austin, Texas. And I'm so excited to dive into Season 4. 2001 is a huge year for WWE, including the end of WCW and ECW, the Invasion storyline. We see the Undisputed Championship being created at the end of the year, WrestleMania 17, one of the most famous WrestleManias of all times. But let's kick off with covering Raw. Our first match tonight is a number one contendership. The Undertaker taking on Rikishi here. The winner of this match will be involved in a triple threat match on SmackDown to crown the new number one contender for the WWF title. Before the match starts, The Undertaker chases Rikishi down to the ring with his motorcycle and they fight on the stage. Rikishi lands a belly to belly and a super kick, but Undertaker lands a DDT to get the win. And I was surprised that Rikishi lost like this. Rikishi did take a lot in the end of 2000. He got his ass handed to him by Austin. He got thrown off the cell by The Undertaker. So I guess all of the attacks leading up to this would have lead to a DDT victory for Taker. But what did you think of this?
Well, I kind of feel like it's starting to get a little stale. I feel like they should have ended it with the Hell in the Cell when he threw him off. I mean, I guess he needs revenge, but I don't know. I just don't see where it's going to go because, I mean, neither one of them, not that it's all about championships, but neither one of them are champion. And I don't know. I just don't see anything great coming out of this. I think it's time to move on.
Yeah, and I think that they will with this being a triple threat match, unless Rikishi gets involved. It looks like Taker is going to move on to try to get the WWF Championship. We see Stone Cold Steve Austin backstage, and Stephanie McMahon-Helmsley has a job for Austin, and his job is to sell beer and hot dogs. And if he doesn't, he won't get a title shot. And then she tells Austin Happy New Year's. Austin beats up the vendor and gets ready to sell some hot dogs and beer. And I would buy a hot dog from Austin. I think Austin is a great seller. I think he'd sell it really well. But
Yeah,
Stephanie McMahon, go ahead.
maybe for the hot dogs, but I feel like he'll drink all the beer.
Yeah, well, he started to, and Stephanie's just trying to embarrass Austin here, but we'll see what happens later on. Next, we see the APA with Jacqueline and Billy Gunn taking on the Right to Censor with Steven Richards and WWF Women's Champion Ivory. Bull Buchanan hits a springboard clothesline to Bradshaw, but Bradshaw kicks out. Bradshaw lands a fallaway slam, and then Billy hits a sleeper slam to Val Venus, and Billy Gunn and the Acolytes get the win here. They're getting some kind of revenge for the attack on China the past couple of weeks, sending China to get surgery on her neck. What'd you think?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think China was really having surgery, so I was kind of hoping that she was going to come back and surprise us, but maybe she's taking a little vacation. But I'm sure ready for her to come back and get revenge on them, and I'm ready for her to kick Ivory's ass and take her title.
Fucked her up. And as a kid, I remember being like, when is China gonna come back? But some devious shit here by the right to censor. We see Austin working on the job. He's drinking the beer, and then Stephanie confronts him, and she's like, "You're doing a terrible job." Austin then sprays Stephanie with mustard all over her new shirt. So Stephanie's upset. She calls Vince and yells at him on the phone about what happened. Trish Stratus walks into the room wanting to talk. Vince hears Trish walk in and he starts to flirt with her. Stephanie goes on to tell Trish that she thinks she's has a plastic smile and a fake laugh, and that she makes her sick. Stephanie goes on to tell Trish that there's only one dominant female in this family, and it's her. So Stephanie drawing the line in the sand, she doesn't want Trish involved with her dad. And I wonder if it's for personal reasons or if it's just for uh because Stephanie is jealous of Trish Stratus in any way.
Yeah, well, I mean, Stephanie is not going to want some girl that's basically her age with her dad,
Yeah, well, it's
especially when she's prettier and she knows, she's not going to be daddy's little girl anymore. He's got a new little girl.
so Stephanie's ugly, all right.
I
Uh,
didn't say that. I just said Trish is hotter.
All right, we'll take it. We have hardcore champion Raven defeating Tazz in a hardcore match. We see Crash and Hardcore Holly and Steve Blackman all get involved and fight backstage. Raven sprays Crash with a fire extinguisher and hits Crash in the back with a 2x4. Raven retains the hardcore championship here. And it looks like the hardcore division is revitalizing here. What'd you think?
Um, yeah, it's all right. I mean, Raven kind of bores me a little bit, but it was definitely time to get rid of Steve Blackman. So, hopefully we'll see some new stuff.
What about me? What about Raven?
Yeah, I've already had enough of them. It's been a month.
Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out next, and Austin says, Stephanie McMahon-Helmsley, last week you talked about New Year's resolutions, and no one gave a rat's ass. Since I sold all your little beer, I want you to get your ass out here and give me a title shot. Stephanie comes out and says, who do you think you're talking to? Austin replies, a complete bitch. Stephanie says, I haven't
Ooh.
seen you sell anything. And Austin shows video footage of the APA drinking the beer. He sold all of the beer to them. And then Austin puts the beer cart over Stephanie's shoulder. Not cart, what is it?
Uh, like
Like a
like a little sail trolley, like a little trolley
yeah, he
for
puts
the
her on her
beer.
neck. And then
Yeah. It's like
Stephanie
what the old cigarette girls used to walk around with.
okay. Well, Stephanie doesn't grant Austin his title match, but he does book him in a number one contenders match against William Regal. Austin says that he will make 2001 the worst year of Stephanie's life. Austin then pulls the bag, and while pulling the bag off, Stephanie McMahon-Helmsley's shirt rips off, and she runs out, exposing her double D, triple Y boobies. Her titties were out, and she runs to the backstage area. Do you think Austin was trying to see Stephanie's boobs here?
Nah, I think he was just trying to humiliate her, pretty much.
I
I don't,
remember
I
being a
don't,
kid and
I
wanting to
don't think
see
that
this.
Austin wants no type of that.
No, but I did when I was little. I was like, ooh, what happened here? And I remember the video got cut off when that happened.
Well, also, I mean, I think Stephanie's a little young for Austin. I don't know.
Daddy's little girl.
Maybe.
Well, she wasn't too young to get a boob job, that's for sure. We have a six-man tag team.
Oh, was that the point of it? Was it to show off her new boobs?
I don't know. We got a six-man tables tag team match here. Chris Jericho and the Dudleys defeat the team of the tag team champions Edge and Christian and WWF champion Kurt Angle after the Dudleys land a 3D to Edge through a table. And they finally shut up Edge, Christian, and Kurt Angle here. And I definitely think the Dudleys deserve a tag team title opportunity, but Edge tastes wood tonight.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Um, I mean, it's good, but we've been kind of seeing the same, we see the same stuff from them, but they're the dominant tag teams, the Dudleys, Edge and Christian, and the Hardys. So, it's expected. We're going to, keep seeing the combination of these three.
Yeah.
So,
Next, we see Trish Stratus talking to Tess, and she tells Tess that she had nothing to do with Albert's attack last week. And she tells Tess that you were always the star and basically fuck Albert. So then we have Intercontinental Champion Chris Benoit defending against Tess with Trish Stratus here. And Tess has the advantage early on until Albert comes out. Tess jumps onto Albert on the floor. And then Tess climbs the top rope, goes for a flying elbow drop. But Trish Stratus pushes Tess off the top, allowing Benoit to get the victory. After the match, Albert attacks Test, and then Chris Benoit applies a crossface to Albert. I don't know why. And then Albert and Test brawl. And I think Benoit was pissed that Albert got involved. But Trish Stratus showed her true colors, turning on Test and aligning with Albert here.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that. Albert was the first one to go to Stephanie and be like, if you need anything. But
Hmm.
it also kind of intertwines with Stephanie and Trish because they don't like each other. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting.
And no one gives a fuck about Chris Benoit in this match because it was all about Trish and Test and Albert here. We then
I mean, if
see
Stephanie wants to turn ultimate heel, she could betray her mother and be on the side of Trish and Vince.
she could. We then get a tag match here. The Hardy Boys with Lita defeat Kaientai after Jeff lands a Swanton bomb. During the match, Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn, and Terry Reynolds are on commentary. And after the Hardys win, the Hardys and Lita attack the Radicalz. And I'm so over this Dean Malenko Lita triangle. It's stupid. And hopefully they finish this rivalry sooner than later.
And the only reason they fought Kai and Ty was just to get them out there for the storyline. It had no point. Like
Yeah.
Kai and Ty does nothing ever. So
Yeah, I really like their weird. Indeed, Shane McMahon talks for them. That's not racist or prejudiced whatsoever. Our second number one contenders match, Kane versus The Rock. The winner will advance to take on The Undertaker and another opponent on SmackDown. Early on in the match, Kane slams The Rock on the concrete in the crowd. WWF champion Kurt Angle comes out and The Rock hits a rock bottom to Angle on the floor. Angle then proceeds to hit The Rock with the WWF title, allowing Kane to get the choke slam victory over The Rock. And now we will see Kane and The Undertaker involved in that triple threat match on SmackDown. I'm surprised The Rock didn't win this. What'd you think?
um yeah, well, I mean, the Rock's had a lot of title defenses and like won a lot of stuff lately. So, they got to switch it up and have somebody else fight for the title. But um, yeah, I kind of see The Rock becoming champion again soon. So,
People's Champion. Our main event for the first Raw of 2001, we have the final number one contenders match. WWF European Champion William Regal is taking on Stone Cold Steve Austin. The winner will take on Kane and The Undertaker on SmackDown. But before the match starts, William Regal announces that there is a special guest referee. So Stephanie comes out to be the special guest referee for the William Regal Stone Cold Steve Austin main event. Austin slams William Regal into the steps early on, applies a suplex, but Stephanie doesn't count the pin, so Austin tosses Stephanie to the floor. After Austin does that, Regal pokes Austin's eyes and lands a low blow. Austin ends up hitting a spine buster, and then he grabs a hold of Stephanie McMahon-Helmsley. While he's holding on to Steph, William Regal rolls up Austin and holding the tights. Stephanie counts the fast 3 count, and William Regal is moving on to SmackDown to take on The Undertaker and Kane in a triple threat match. The winner gets a WWF title shot, but Stephanie, she got fucked over early on the night, and now she fucked over Austin. What do you think?
Yeah, this was definitely, excuse me, definitely crazy. This is definitely going to put Stephanie on Stone Cold's shit list.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that William Regal is going to weasel his way into the main event because, if The Undertaker and Kane are in a match together, they're going to be going at it. So I feel like he'll easily be able to sneak a win out of that. And, but the thing is, I don't get why obviously she likes Kurt Angle, so does she really want William Regal to fight him? But he's the easiest out of the three.
Yeah.
So
I think she's just using Regal to fuck over Austin. I like Regal, but I really don't think he deserves a title shot.
No.
So, in my opinion, I think that we're going to see some, like you said, some crazy antics go on in that match. But all in all, I think Austin's going to try to get revenge on Stephanie, clearly. But this is the first episode of Raw from 2001. A lot happened here. We saw
And let's keep in mind it's a triple threat, so Austin could get involved in that match.
Yeah, I've been screwed over Regal, possibly. But decent episode of Raw. I'm excited. The Royal Rumble's a couple weeks away. We've got WrestleMania 17 on the horizon. But this is a good episode. It piqued my interest. And we're going to be dropping some more episodes coming shortly. So make sure you subscribe, like, hit that notification bell. Check out the archives. We have seasons 1 to 3 of the Attitude Years out, so you can check that out. We have Raw, SmackDown recaps. WrestlePalooza's coming up soon. A lot more coming your way. Until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.